Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abby and my company name is Organized by Abby. I've been organizing and decluttering homes for over 8 years now. I live in Idaho, but I do it in many areas. So let's jump into this. I give tips and ideas, and have such a passion to give people hope that they don't have to live a chaotic and unorganized and a decluttered life, right? And I love to remind people that there are ways to go about that. You don't have to live in a chaotic lifestyle. Many reasons, many levels for that, but let's jump in. Let's talk about traveling tips. It's the summer and we are so into traveling now. I'm so excited. So regardless of the trip, weekend trip or a day trip or an international trip, I always pack these. Sure, this is not going to solve every single issue. You still want to take things like if you're going hiking, you want to take things that are more so for hiking. Like if you were to literally get a gash in your leg, you need to bring that kind of stuff. If you go to Europe, you're going to need different type of things for the different experiences, right? But here's the thing is that when you want to have your life be more organized and less cluttered, taking some of those easy steps to eliminate that from your mind, your list, your trips, especially your trips, but especially your day-to-day life, take those things off your list so you don't even have to think about it. So these are already always pre-packed. So let's jump into it. So this one has pads, tampons, and panty liners. And again, if it's that time of month, I'm going to bring extra, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Or if I'm going to go hiking, not pertaining to these, but again, I'm going to bring something specifically different for that actual event. Like if I'm going to go swimming, I'm going to be bringing those specific things. But again, these random little things that I don't want to think about every single trip I go on, I want it available. So panty liners and pads. You don't have to use these kinds of things. My mom actually made these, so you can use little bag, you can use baggies, you can have, a makeup bag. It doesn't matter. Just get this stuff in a thing to take with you. So, and then another thing, a little tiny travel toothbrush and toothpaste. The next thing are earplugs. How many times have you gone on a trip and there's someone sleeping in the other room that you don't want to keep hearing? That is super helpful. I have vitamin C packets. I love tea immensely, so I have tea packets because sometimes there's been trips that, I sleep over at a friend's house or I go on a weekend trip and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't bring tea. Like tea is very valuable to me. And I realize you can never pack every single thing in these two small things that will cover every situation, right? I might have already said that. However, and I don't suggest when you're traveling, I'm going to take every single thing for all the what ifs. Here's the thing, life happens and you can never prepare in every single issue, situation to be prepared for. But these things help so you don't even think about it or have to think about it. And I know so many people are like, oh, I'll just buy it on the trip. True, but what if you're in the literally middle of crack nowhere and you don't have extra pads, you don't have a tampon? What are you going to do then? Yeah? Or if you're in an international trip and you're not sure where the stores are, right? It's just, there's things that add so many complications to your life. Also, I have one of these in my car. All right, let's get back to it. So tea, decaffeinated and not, which again, maybe you have coffee packets in your baggie instead, but just something, because it just, it vibrates. It makes my day so much more vibrant when I have tea and I have that accessible. It's major. The next level, it is some medical items. Again, I'm not trying to cover every single situation, but like I have some cotton pads. I have to go wipe Tide things and some surgical tape. Is that what it's called? And a bandage. And you'll see more of what I have in here, but like I am allergic to latex, so I need very specific things. You may not have that situation, but you might have more medical specific things that you need, like an EpiPen, right? Something specific like that. So the next one I have a couple Q-tips. Oop, there we go. Hand wipes. Again, I'm not accessing this all the time, as in this isn't in my purse to like, oh, I need hand wipes, I'm going to go to this. No, no, no. These are just for emergencies, so they're always there just in case. Because Band-Aids, like a Band-Aid or two is still going to be in my purse that I take on my carry-on. Hand sanitizer and wipes, those are going to be in my carry-on. Those are going to be on my, my small purse that I always have around with me, because those are used often. And then I'm going to have a lot of Band-Aids. Lots of Band-Aids. I have another Tide pen. I have more earplugs. I'm married now, so I need those extras. And then in here, I have some cream, some lotion, and coconut oil. And then this is so handy. There's a sewing kit. There's a little scissor. There's some hair ties. There's some safety pins. Man, the amount of times I've randomly needed a safety pin, what the hoot? I don't know what, I mean, just so many random situations. And then some bobby pins. Going further back to the next one, I have Benadryl. There's NyQuil. There's a cough drop. There's toothpicks, right? There's NyQuil, I already said that, and then some other pills. Those are like specific pills that I need. Again, I'm not accessing this every single time I need something. Like I already have some of these things in my personal carry-on, my personal little purse that I carry around. And the final one, ibuprofen, Tylenol, and Claritin. You want to make sure you know what's in every single package. I would suggest if you have very specific medication, put that in here or in your bag or your container, but write on there what it is and when you put it in there. So you're not having 10-year-old stuff sitting here. That's not smart either. So I hope you enjoyed that. Follow me, subscribe so you can see the videos that I will continually be putting up. And again, I am so grateful that you are here and watching my videos. I really appreciate you. Thank you and have a great day.